5 reasons why you aren't succeeding. Let's face it, no one wakes up in the morning, they do their stretch, they do their yawn and say, you know what? Today looks like a great day to fail. No one does that. So why do a lot of us not reach our goals? A lot of us not reach, or do a lot of the things that we want to do in life. So here are 5 things that could be holding you back. Number 5, not planning. So people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So a plan is a roadmap. A plan is a roadmap to success. And without a map, you really can't get to where you're going. Think about if you're planning a cross-country trip, right? You're not just gonna get on the freeway and kind of drive east and hope for the best. No. What you do is you either GPS it, you have it on your phone, or maybe you have a map, or maybe you wrote down sort of the directions, you wrote down what freeways you're gonna take, and you plan to get there, right? So it's the same thing with success. You need to plan to succeed. Create your roadmap to success. One way you could do it is you make SMART goals. So what's a SMART goal? A SMART goal is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and timely. So let's suppose you want to, for argument's sake, you want to reach a certain savings amount, right? So how are you going to get there? Are you going to kind of just throw in money when you can into your savings account and then hope for the best, hope that in 6 months you've met your target, hope that in 3 months you've met your target? No. So what you got to do is you got to make a budget, right? This is how much money I have to spend. This is how much money I have for bills. This is how much money I'm going to save, right? And so you sort of categorize everything, and so you give yourself a good breakdown of where all your money is going so you can reach that SMART goal that you created. And it's the same thing, you can do it in business depending on what area or what specific field that you're in. So make a SMART goal and create your roadmap to success. Number 4, the company that you keep. Surround yourself with successful people and they will help you be successful. Surround yourself with people that don't have any ambition. Surround yourself with people that really don't have any motive or drive, or they just really don't want to do anything with themselves. You're probably going to end up that way, especially if you don't have a lot of willpower. If you're easily susceptible to peer pressure, no, come on, let's just hang out, let's not do anything today. Surround yourself with people that are motivated. Surround yourself with people that are passionate. Surround yourself with people that want to succeed. Or if you want to surround yourself with people that don't want to, well, you can expect them to bring you down. So surround yourself with successful people. Number 3, focusing on the negatives. So if you're focusing on the negatives and you're focusing on things that you can't control, you're pretty much wasting energy. You should be using that energy to focus on what you can control and what you can change. If your company implements a new rule or a new procedure, instead of thinking of all the extra work you have to do, instead of thinking of all the things that are going to work against this and make it more difficult for you to complete this new procedure, think about what you can do to make this procedure a little bit more easier for you. What are some of the ways that you're going to tackle this new procedure and make it part of your daily routine? This way, while everybody else is thinking about how this is not going to work, you're thinking about how it's going to work for you and how you're going to facilitate this procedure and how you're going to incorporate it into your daily routine. And by the time that everybody else is trying to figure it out, you've already figured it out and you can focus on the next thing and how to improve yourself. So focus on what you can control. You can't control the weather. You can't control other people's behavior. Yeah, that's another good one. If you're focusing on what people think of you, if you're focusing on what people might say, so forget about that. There will always be negative people, so don't focus on them. Focus on the positive people in your life. Focus on that good crowd and that good company that you're keeping. Focus on what you can control. Don't worry about the negative people. Worry about what you can control. Worry about what you can do. Use that energy not to focus on negativity, but use that energy to focus on positive and what you can actually control, and that will take you a lot farther than focusing on negativity. Frankly, that negativity ain't gonna get you anywhere. So focus on the positives. Number 2, procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Don't wait until the deadline. A deadline is just that. It's dead. So try to get ahead Try to start your work early if possible, finish it early. That way it's out of mind, you already have it done. If you have a project coming up, you have to do a presentation, don't wait until the night before to create your PowerPoint, to create your talking points. Don't wait until the last minute. Procrastinating isn't gonna get you anywhere. If you finish that research early, you can review it and you can look at it, and maybe you can identify some ways to make it better. You can show it to some peers. You can show it to maybe your supervisor before you present it. Hey, tell me about what you think about this. Maybe you can give me some pointers on what you think I can do to improve this. And this way, by the time that the meeting comes where you have the presentation, you look really good. So do not procrastinate. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Number one, your mindset. So if you believe that you're not going to succeed, guess what? You're not going to succeed. And I know that it's difficult to sort of break away from negativity, especially if you've just endured some failure. But the thing is that that failure is now in the past. And if you dwell on it, well, guess what? You're going to dwell in failure, and more than likely, that is what you'll pretty much deliver on your next assignment. And that's pretty much what you're going to deliver in your work performance. Instead, you should use your energy to focus on what you learned from that failure. Maybe think about what led me to get here. This way, you can learn from your mistakes and you can avoid failing in the future at that specific thing. Think about for a second the law of attraction. So if you think of something, pretty much you think about it so much that you make it into reality, because that's all you've been thinking about. So you've sort of been bringing that energy into yourself, right? And so you subconsciously fail because you've been thinking you're going to fail this whole time, instead of thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and if I get nervous, this is what I'm going to think about, and if I get asked this question, this is what I'm going to say. But instead, you've been thinking about, oh my God, what if that happens? What if this happens? And you don't think about what you're going to do to make it right. More than likely, you're going to fail. So that law of attraction can be a great ally, or it could be your downfall. So think about what you can do to make things right. Think about how you can succeed, and think about getting your mindset right. Maybe change your habits. I know that it's difficult, but look at changing your habits. Focus your energy on the positives, and focus your energy on what you can control, and focus your energy on having the correct mindset. What has been the biggest challenge, and what have you done to overcome those obstacles? I'd really like to hear about it. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to cover here on this channel. I really hope that you found this video to be helpful. I appreciate the view. Have a good day.